Hello everyone. So today's video is about what does it feel like to have your third eye open? I work with a lot of people and uh, basically what we're doing in the sessions is kind of unraveling what the gifts you have are, what abilities you actually have, and then they can't quite understand it simply because they haven't opened the third eye yet. So content will be coming out on how to open the third eye, but for now I actually find it more beneficial to just explain, to pull you into the reality of what it's like to have your third eye open. So the best way I can explain this is when you have your third eye open, which is known as the pineal gland, or all those drawings with the eye on the forehead. That's the third eye. It's a chakra. As the crown chakra feels like a lotus leaf that just beautifully opens, the third eye feels more like the interpreter of that world to me. So all ways of explaining this here are from my personal experiences understanding this. So if I'm using a different terminology than another teacher, just go with the flow. Just use the terminology in the way I'm clearly explaining is being used. So when you open your third eye, it kind of feels like a pair of sunglasses that you're perhaps putting over your eyes. So when I was a child, I was technically constantly hallucinating because I would see spirits everywhere and they looked like regular people to me. You can kind of tell that they're not real, but as a child, you almost can't really differentiate your imagination from this reality. And then as an adult, you just get that beaten out of you until you're only in this reality. So when I was older, I was like, I wonder what that was. And I turned it back on again and basically realized, oh, that was the third eye. So I would say if you've ever had experience of seeing ghosts, something out of the corner of your eye, just like these bizarre paranormal experiences, that most likely was the third eye. The third eye technically is your imagination. But when you get your imagination going and flowing, because it's like a muscle you have to train, you will understand that the imagination is one of the most powerful tools you could ever have. And it works with the third eye in tandem and all other chakras, but we're going to keep it in the third eye paradigm for now. So if I'm walking down the street, I'm going to explain to you what I'm feeling. I would like to express that I'm not like a special person or anything. I've just been fascinated in this and just really trained my mind to understand it, because I just wanted to do it also full time too, because that would just be so cool. So if I'm walking down the street, I will basically get energetic whispers about somebody. I don't look at people unless they give me permission to. You don't open up the past about somebody, because you can do that. You don't do mean things unless you have absolute permission to look at certain parts of them. So I don't look at them unless I have permission to. But as kind of a side effect, everyone's constantly emitting energy, and I can't help it if they're sending energy my way. So I'll kind of interpret that. So what I'm explaining here is just energy that they're just gently emitting off of them. I'm not ripping apart their psyche to look at them. Okay? Just want to be clear about that. So if I'm walking past somebody and they're kind of gently emitting energy, in the beginning, I saw it as images, so I would see vines crawling up their body, which to me indicated perhaps that they were somebody who's very grounded and they're very connected with nature. Regardless of whether they know it or not, that's what I saw. And then usually if I had a conversation with them and expressed to them, by the way, are you really in tune with the wind and Mother Earth and things like that in this way, they would always be yeah, how did you know? And it's oh, because you can see it because of the third eye and the imagination that anybody can do. It is not special. So another example is if I'm working with a patient, what's going on here? Not a patient, if I'm working with somebody and they want to explore their own energetic structure, what's going on? I will basically see their energy structure made up in visual images that I understand the interpretation for because I've practiced it. So again, I'll be using my imagination, which is kind of like sunglasses over your eyes, looking at them and seeing perhaps in their stomach there's like a premature baby in there, which means that they were never allowed to develop past the baby, which perhaps mean they had a trauma as a child. I would go into that, we would heal that. That's kind of the process of how it would work. The side effects of having your third eye opening are a little confusing at first. You are technically in the realm of hallucination. You can get auditory versions of the third eye, so you can hear messages. You can get tactile sensations. You can see it, you can smell it, you can taste it, or you can feel it energetically. These are actually all versions of the third eye imagination, connecting with the higher realms paradigm. Reasons why you can sometimes see negative things on top of positive things, like if you see a ghost or see something negative, there are like entities out there that are designed to bring about fear. Some people shut off their abilities because they're scared of this. I think that's kind of stupid because you're just basically like closing your eyes and you're just going to continually be haunted. What you need to do is activate it, face the fear, and understand that all they can do is cause you fear. You need to go to a healer. You need to understand how to heal that childhood trauma, heal that past life trauma, heal it, and then from there be able to move on. I used to feel very haunted. I feel like I was haunted everywhere I went. It didn't matter where I moved. And now I understand how energies work, and I can attract nice energy around me now. And I do that because I turned it on and I stopped being afraid of what it was. So that's that video. This video is not for everybody. It's more of a technical speak for those who want to activate their third eye. Again, I help people do sessions on how to activate it. It's not in the way you think. Most of the time in the sessions, we're actually going to be going into perhaps your life, blocks you have. Most of the time, all we're doing is lifting up blocks. Everybody has access to their third eye, but not everybody is unblocked. So that's really what we're going to be doing. But on your journey, I hope this information helped you. It's just a really quick and easy way to understand, what is it, and I hope you have a wonderful day.